gosh, there it is. Awesome. Well, happy Tuesday. Let's see. Today is the 18th. February 18th, 2025. And you are watching me do the puzzles. It's been a hectic day. It's been a busy day. I don't know if I have a ton to show for myself. I've just been busy all day. We had some teacher meetings instead of school. My coworkers and I went out to lunch, which was pretty fun. And then I got back to the school, and I finished a couple of major projects, but they were like things that happen in the background. And so if I do them or don't do them, to other people, it's like, okay, well, you didn't do anything today. But to me, it's like, oh my gosh, you did some very hardcore things that needed to get done. But like, I have very little to show for myself, but it took a long time. You know what I mean? It's one of those projects. And so I'm going to be ready for school tomorrow, which is awesome. So I really can't complain. I just, oh man, it's just been a busy day. So, and tonight is one last girls basketball game. It's the playoff game, and I'm of course live streaming it because I teach, photography and video and TV broadcast. So that's my duty. It's my job. I actually love it. It's cool, a real world experience for the kids that honestly they wouldn't get otherwise. So I love providing that for them. All right, let's do the connections today. See if we can create 4 groups of 4 with these words. Let's see. I see hearty, ready, handy, square, available, all these Y words, availability, available, buddy. Okay, I see a pattern already. Cavity, filling, footy, whole, solid, chippy, hollow, telly, nearby, and pit. All right, so the one that really stood out was hearty, which is heart with a Y at the end. Handy, footy. What was the other one? Chippy. Where did it go? I saw it. Buddy. There it is. Oh, it's not correct? Oh my gosh. You gotta be kidding me. What a red herring. It's not even close. It's not even one off. What a red herring. Okay. Interesting. Okay. So, I thought for sure that was it. So, I see cavity, filling. Maybe that's another red herring. Cavity, how about cavity, pit, hole, and a hollow. Okay, there's one. A crater. An empty hole. Chippy. What's chippy? What does chippy mean? Hearty, solid. Square, like a square meal. Ready and available. And boy, that red herring at the beginning really threw me off. I asked, I tried buddy, hearty, footy. What was the other one? Hearty, buddy, footy. It's already gone. Chippy? Oh my gosh. Anyway, it was wrong. It was wrong. It wasn't even close. It was a total red herring. Handy, available, handy, ready. And it's nearby. Okay, accessible. Great. Which, man, that red herring in the beginning is still throwing me way off. Still throwing me off. Footy. Buddy. Telly. Chippy. What do these words mean? Oh, of course I wouldn't know them. They're Britishisms. Things that only a Brit might say. Buddy, Chippy, Footy, and Telly. Those are new words. Actually, no, I do know Telly. I was actually on the walk home today. I was watching a Cuxer video that talked about how the BBC instated a tax, like a licensing fee to have a television in your house. I didn't know that was a thing, but they referred to the telly. Hearty, solid, filling, and square meals. Maybe these are meals. Hearty meal. Yeah, substantial meal. If you're on a diet, you're going to have less substantial, hopefully to lower your calories. All right. Let's see. And welcome in. I saw my... there it is. Awesome. I saw my chat go by. And I am going to delete a couple things out of the chat. Yeah, I started with Buddy, Hearty, Handy, and Footy. Yeah, that was totally a red herring. All right, so we started with the yellow category, craters, a cavity, a hole, a hollow, and a pit. Accessible would be available, it's handy, it's nearby, and it's at the ready. Britishisms, which, of course, is the purple category. Buddy, Chippy, Footy, and Telly. Oh, are you? Great. Well, so do you use all of those? Because these are new to me, except for Telly. Something's on the telly. Yeah, those are new to my vocabulary. Substantial as a meal. Filling, hearty, solid, and square. Nice. Awesome. All right. So let's play the mini. There we go. All right. Urban green. Oh, also, while you're there, Buddy is a roll like a burger bun, almost with you filled with chips. Really? You know what I love? Actually, you'll love this. I had a gyro today, which is like a doner, right? It's like a kebab, but they put it on a pita, or what you would say pita. I love that word, pita. Am I related to... I always get that question. Are you related to Larry H. Miller? And here's my answer. No. If I was, I would be driving a nicer car than I do. I am not related to that empire. Fill it with chips. Chippy is what you call a fish and chip shop. Oh, yeah. I could see that. I could totally see that. All right. Let's do our mini crossword. Urban green space. Sounds like maybe a park. Place to store computer files. Maybe a drive. Inside out girl. Oh, what was her name? Is it Riley? Riley. R-I-L-E-Y? Is that how they spelled it? I don't know. I've seen a couple of creative spellings. Yeah, gyro is the doner kebab, the Greek. Yeah, oh, so good. So good. Lamb meat and, that tzatziki sauce on top. Just delicious. Let's see. The E of EMT. But it's abbreviated, so it's emergency medical technician. But if it's abbreviated, I don't know. It might be that. We'll have to see when it's filled in with this one. Word that can follow 1 and 5 across to make locales for cars. Parkway, driveway, could be. Blank Donna, prima donna. Alvin. Alvin who? Alvin Alley? Eiley? One going cross country in a camper for short. RVer. And then played a round of Pictionary. Drew! Fun. Nice. Okay. Hey, that was pretty good. Urban green space. Park. Place to store computer files. A drive. Inside out girl was Riley. The E from EMT, emergency medical technician. So that was just EMER. Emer. And then a word that can follow 1 and 5 across to make locales for cars. You see it also lit up 1 and 5 there. It's pretty cool. So parkway, driveway, prima donna, Alvin of dance, Alvin Ailey. I don't know that name. Is that a famous dancer? I don't know. Do you guys know dance? I don't know dance super well. Oh, fun. Awesome. Yeah, I'd love to see you more. This is very fun. Thanks for stopping in today. You know what? This live stream is just so fun for me. I do it, sometimes it's once a day, sometimes it's every other day, whenever I have a chance to. Lately, because of my, we had a break. It was President's Day, something for sure you don't celebrate. It was President's Day yesterday, so we actually had Friday and Monday off, so we had a 4-day weekend. Technically, we also had a 5-day weekend because the kids were off of school today, and I had to go to teacher meetings this morning, but kids didn't have to be at the school, and so it was kind of funny. We had these professional development days. I feel professionally developed. I worked on a couple of huge projects that I needed to get done, which was nice. But every day when I get a chance, I'll do these puzzles. It's just super fun to to get just kind of that reset a little bit. And you saying, it reminds me of my dad, reminded me of my dad, because I learned how to do these puzzles, doing a crossword puzzle, doing the jumble in the newspaper, doing all these puzzles, starting with my grandpa and then my dad, years and years of just sitting at the dining room table doing, the crossword puzzle at the table, back even before, computers were a big hit like this. So, just a fun memory of doing, lots of puzzles. Yeah, awesome. King or queen? Oh, you do have the king or queen's birthday off. That's cool. Awesome. When is Charles's birthday? I actually don't know. That's awesome. Yeah, everyone has their own holidays, don't they? Someone going across country is an RVer. An escape room item might be a key. And then if someone plays a round of Pictionary, they drew. Awesome. All right. And if you have played the Wordle today, I ask that you don't shout it out. In fact, I'm going to take this window here and cover up the chat so I can't see it. And that is on purpose. I don't want to be influenced. Usually I'll have, if I need help or whatever, I'll look at the chat. But for the Wordle, I like to sort of just struggle through it myself. It's a great one to be able to just sort of like, once you get it, you get it. So then, if somebody gives you the answer, it spoils it. So I am not going to chat with you for the next little bit on purpose, just so I can, sort of have this productive struggle myself. You might be screaming the answer in the comments if you know the answer already. So my strategy for the Wordle, of course, you're making, words that have 5 letters in them. And the purpose now is you're trying to come up with a word, and you guess a word, and it will tell you if some of the letters are close or in the right place, or they're the right place, but or the right word, the right letter, but not in the right place. Whew, my mind just went kablooey. My strategy is to just sort of come up with a word, and then sort of deal with the consequences. And then I will come up with a non-intersecting word, a word that doesn't use any of those 5 letters, and then a second one that doesn't use any of those 5 letters. And then by then I have 15 letters that I either can use or cannot use in the process of elimination. Usually I'm able to get it after that, so most of the time I get it on the 4th. I every once in a while I'll see these 5-letter words and I'll go, oh, that could be used for the Wordle. And I was trying to remember. Oh, I remember what it was. Let's see. That's not helpful. Hold on a sec. There we go. We're back. I was playing Playing a game with my kids yesterday. All right. How about piety? Where did I read the word piety? It's like being like chaste or benevolent, that kind of thing. But that gave us the I and the E. Now let's come up with a non-intersecting word for lunar. That's a good word. Give us an N. Okay, great. What about, we could say shock. That's a non-intersecting word. No help. But by having no help there, it does tell us the letters that we don't have. And we've used up all the vowels, so I don't think we can come up with another non-intersecting word. What are consonants that go together on this one? There's so there's an N consonant, so it might be like no. No, it can't be. Well, maybe it could. Maybe it could. No, it can't be the I. The I can't be there, nor the N. So it can't be a blank I word. Here, let's not put letters in it yet. Blank E, something else, maybe the I, N. Oh, it could be an ing. Oh, there's lots of words that are, here's one. Being, right? And the I can go there, the E can go there. Let's try it. Okay, not what I thought you were going to say. Thought we were going to be close at least. Okay, so if the N doesn't go there, denim. No. The E can't go there. It's not denim. Okay. Golly. Okay. So what if it's an N word? N. What if it's an E word? E, N. Oh, man. Okay, let's think about this. I thought for sure that was it. I just had it. But that was not it. What if it is an F? But it can't be an FI and it can't be an FE. So I really wonder if this is an I word or an E word, you know? Man, oh man. Because it can't be vowel in the second or the third. There are no other vowels. It's got to be So like an I. I didn't think that was a word. Sometimes I hit enter thinking, oh, it'll tell me if it's a word or not. Apparently, that's a word. Oh, no, but I just used up my last guess. Oh, now we're up against the wall. Okay, so let's think about this. I really shouldn't have done that because the I already knew the I wasn't in the middle. So it's I. It's not a C. Oh boy. Sports fans, we have painted ourselves into a corner. I am not as well versed with I words. So this is either a D Oh, we haven't used the N yet, though. So maybe it's I-N. So then a D could go there. Oh, indie? Oh, that is a word. Wait a minute. Indie's a word. Hold on. I has to go there, so it's an I word. N can go, N's fine going there. Oh, in fact, N has to go there, because the N can't go here. I-N, and if the N goes there, then the D, I think it's indie. You guys, let's try it. Let's go. Okay. Woo. Nice. Oh, look at our streak. Look at our usual run for it. Oh my gosh. Usually we get it just fine on the fourth. I mean, you can see because of my strategy, usually it works to get it pretty well on the fourth. Oh my gosh. I'm all flustered now because I had to wait all the way to the sixth. I was nervous I wasn't going to get it. You really have to kind of dot your I's and cross your T's. Okay. Honestly, we kind of goofed it up. Really, right at the, what was that, the fifth one. I shouldn't have hit enter. I don't know why. Just instinctively I hit enter, and that was my guess. And what is this? Imid? I don't even know what that means. But it gave us the D, which is helpful. Okay, so we started with piety. That was a word I think I read in the scriptures yesterday. I don't remember where I read it. Piety. It's your virtuousness. And then that showed us the I and the E, wrong places. That's okay. And then a non-intersecting word, a word that doesn't use any of those letters, was lunar. And that gave us the N. And then we came up with a third non-intersecting word, which was shock. And shock didn't help us at all, but kind of by helping us, by not helping us, it does help us, right? Because there's only 26 letters, so process of elimination, there's got to be it's got to be something in there. And having used up all of our letters there, or all of our vowels, I should say, then we ended up with, I guess, being, which was not in the correct order. And then here I am going through letters, trying to think of the order of the letters, and I came up with imid, which sometimes when I hit, I'll hit return, and I expect it to just pop up and say, sorry, that's not a word. But apparently that was a word. And so maybe we kind of goofed it up for ourselves by doing that. Imid. What does that even mean? I'm going to look that one up because that's a new one for me. I-M-I-D-E. Imide. An imide is a chemical compound that contains a nitrogen atom bonded to two acyl groups. Imides are used in organic synthesis as well as in drugs, fungicides, and herbicides. The more you know. All right. There, I'll open up my chat. You guys are screaming the answer at me. I love it. I purposefully don't look at the chat during during the Wordle because I love to sort of struggle through this one myself. So though you might be kind of screaming at me the right answer, yeah, Indy. So Charlie got it right on the head. Yeah, I totally forgot that I had an N to work with. I was like, what? It can't go there, can't go there. And then, so it has to go here, right? So like process of elimination, right? There's only 26 letters to work with. But we made it work. Look at that. We waited until the bitter end to make it work, but heck, we made it work, right? Oh, goodness. That's too funny. All right. Let's now play another grand one. Super fun. That if you haven't played yet, you need to play sometime. It's super fun. Strands. So the Strands puzzle works like this. There's a theme, and this it's like what 6 by 9 puzzle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 6 by 8. There you go. This puzzle, and it is your job then to decipher what the theme truly is by figuring out like the words within the puzzle. I see just off the bat, I see the word jellyfish. Here, let's see. He's forgotten. I only figured it out when you put imide in there. Yeah, it's almost instant. Yeah, funny. Okay, so I think maybe these are things that sting or hurt you, because I see off the cuff jellyfish. You can get stung by a jellyfish. You don't want to get stung by a jellyfish. No way. I also see... I see like scorpion, but where's the C happening there? Oh, here, up here. Scorpion. So if you've never played Strands, you can see I'm playing it right now. It's like a word search, but the words don't just go up and down, left and right, diagonal. Your strands can snake around, right? Like these ones are kind of snaking around, jellyfish there. And then one of them, see, I've guessed 2 out of the 6. One of them is what we call the spangram. It goes all the way across. Like for example, I see sting. Sting. Just the word sting by itself, not it. Huh. Okay. I almost feel like I see the word bumble. Oh, yeah, totally. I see it. Bumble. But whoa. Bumble. Bee. Bumblebee. There you go. You don't want to get stung by a bumblebee. Sting. I see the word sting. It's got to be sting. Platypus? Does a platypus sting you? I'm sorry, what? A platypus stings? Oh, we're going to look that up. I almost see like stinging nettle, but I don't think... There's no L to make nettle. Sting. Oh, maybe it's just stingers. 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 There's the spangram. Okie doke. Yep. Stingers. Yeah. So the spangram in the Strands, the spangram goes all the way from top left to bottom right, or bottom, top to bottom, or there's different, orientations, but it goes from one side to another. The spangram. Oh, and our least favorite one to have in the backyard, a hornet. Not fun. Not fun to have a hornet. All right, so the theme today was ouch. Ouch. Oh, that's so funny. All right. A jellyfish, scorpion, a hornet, a bumblebee, and a platypus are all stingers. Okay, now, if you will indulge me for a minute, we looked up Emid, or Emid? I don't even know how to pronounce that one. But you're telling me that a platypus stinger, there we go, we're going to see, the male platypus has sharp spurs on its hind feet that deliver venom when threatened. The spurs are connected to glands in the upper thigh that produce venom. Ugh. No way. Oh my gosh. I had no idea that was a thing. I had no idea. Okay, check that out. There's a little gland in its leg. A little venom spike. No way. That's nutty. I didn't know that. Okay, we learned something new today. We totally learned something new today. That's nuts. A platypus has a stinger. Man, oh man, that's wild. All right, well, you learn something new every day, huh? All right, and then we're going to play the Letterboxd. Now, if you haven't played Letterboxd yet, this is one to stick around for. This one's pretty cool. We have to do it in 6 words, which tells me that likely these are pretty sketchy letters. Meaning we're going to have a hard time solving some of these letters. If it's only like, oh, you have to do it in 4 words, oftentimes those 4 words are easier to get at, right? It's like, easier letters like T, E, R kind of things. But if we have to do it in 6 words, it's anywhere between 4 or 6, 4, 5, or 6 words. So this one may throw us for a loop. We'll see. Let's familiarize ourselves with the puzzle. I've got a Q, an S, and a P, an N, a L, U, I, A, and G, T, H, and Y. Okay. So I can't make TH words. Dang, because they're on the same side. I also noticed there's no E in this puzzle. Buggers. So the tough letters for sure are going to be Q, U. Oh, the AI is right next to each other, so I can't say like quail. It would be good to get rid of the QU first thing, because I don't want that even in the middle of a couple of letters. Quist. Well, Quist is a proper name. Maybe that's why. Oh, there's a word in Portuguese. Quintal. Oh, does that? No way. Oh, that worked. Okay, great. Quintal is like your backyard. Your like open space around your house. Quintal. But what does it mean in English? Quint, right? Quintessential. Interesting. Wow, that was a shot in the dark. So I speak English as my primary language, but I also spent years in Brazil. And so, 20 years ago, but I still have sort of the language, and my heart and soul is still within, the music and the food and the culture and the people and stuff. And so anytime I get a Brazilian kid in my class, I get real excited and talk with them and stuff. And they're always surprised that, this average white guy knows how to speak their language, It's pretty funny. But there are some, even now, 20 years later, there are still some words that I can recall quicker in Portuguese than in English. So I'll say, hand me the fouet, the whisk, that's it, right? And then I'll come up with it faster in my non-native language, right? And my wife is almost just like, what are you saying? It's really funny. All right. So knowing that quintal is a word, there's no E, so I'm on the L right now, and I'm trying to make words so I could go lash. Oh, here's one. Lashing. Lashing. Gypsy. Oh, I can't do PS. I was going to say gypsy. That's a great word. Guppy has 2 P's in it, and I can't double letters. P-A... Gupta. That's a proper name, though. That's somebody's last name. It's a common... Okay, there's got to be a word I could just use and just crank these couple letters out. All I need is the P and the Y. Man, gypsy would have been great right there. I've only done 2 words, so really I have 4 more guesses, right? It's not like I'm wasting guesses or anything. I'm just trying to think of one. Oh, would that work? Oh, that's a great one. Guilt, but I can't do guilty because the T and the Y are on the same side. I like your thinking, though. So what's a word that could use the P and the Y? Pasty. Yeah, again, we can't do the TY. I can't do SP. What was another one you came up with? Patsy. Let's commit to that one. I can go back if I need to. This would be nice if I didn't need to. You know what I could do? Look at this. Lashing. I could go to the S. Lashings. Plural. Oh, I can't do TH. Oh, cruel puzzle. I can't do splint. That's a great word, splint. But the SP doesn't work because they're on the same side. How about just slap? Why is that a genius word, slap? All right, we'll just do something simple. Pay. There we go. Nice. Okay, so quintal or quintal. I got to look that up in English. What does that mean in English? Quintal? I don't even know how you say that. Quintal or quintal. It may refer to a unit of weight. A former professional hockey player. Mexican spice supplier. How much is a quintal? The quintal or centner? What the heck? These are new words to me. We're learning new words together. Okay, take a look at that. Quintal is a historic mass in many countries, which usually defined as 100 base units, such as pounds or kilograms. It is the traditional unit of weight in France, Portugal, and Spain, and their former colonies. It is commonly used for grain prices in Ethiopia, Eritrea, and India. In British English, it refers to a hundredweight. In American English, it is formerly referred to as an uncommon measurement of 100 kilograms. Okay, but when I say this word, I mean quintal, which is not even on here. I don't even see it. Okay. Well. Here, I'll look. Fundo de Quintal. There it is a band. Fundo de Quintal. That's so funny. So it's really weird. When I say that word and when you say that word, they kind of mean two different things. Funny. Yeah, well, I learned a new word. I didn't know that one of my Portuguese words was actually an English word too, just maybe pronounced differently. All right. Hey, you know what? We've done okay today. We've made some friends and we've done some puzzles together. It's been great. All right. Yeah, so connections. Let's start, just kind of recap at the top. So different words for a crater might be a cavity, a hole, a hollow, and a pit. Something that's accessible is available, it's handy, it's nearby, and it's at the ready. Britishisms. Thank you for coming on today. That was great. I learned some Britishisms today. That's awesome. Buddy, Chippy. Chippy was, see if I remember. Chippy was like a fish and chip shop, right? Footy and telly. And telly is, television. Substantial is a meal, is filling or hearty, a solid meal, a square meal. If you're on a diet, you might miss some of those. A hearty meal. All right. So today's mini crossword was a fun one. Urban green space was a park. A place to store computer files might be a drive. The girl from Inside Out was Riley. The E of EMT abbreviated. It is kind of abbreviated already by saying EMT, but if it's just the first couple letters, you might see EMER, EMER, for emergency medical technician. A word that can follow 1 and 5 across to make locales for cars. So park becomes parkway, drive becomes driveway. And then the down clues, we have prima donna, Alvin of dance, Alvin Ailey. You know what? I was going to look him up too, if you don't mind me indulging. I love learning new things. It's just kind of fun. Ailey. Alvin Ailey. Born January 5th, 1931. Died December 1st, 1989. Huh. Cool. Awesome. Looks like he has a quite a rich history. That's cool. Alvin Ailey. One going cross country in a camper for short, might be an RVer. An escape room item, very important to have, is the key. Solve the puzzle, you get the key. And then played a round of Pictionary, you drew. All right, now you guys that are just barely coming on, if you don't want to see, me spoil the Wordle, then avert your eyes. But if you do want to see me do the Wordle or see how I did the Wordle, then here it is. Okay. So I started with a kind of college level word because I was reading it yesterday. I believe in scripture, but I don't remember where exactly. And it was piety, right? It's your righteousness, piety. And then I came up with a non-intersecting word, a word that doesn't use any of those letters, which was lunar. And those two words together gave us the E, the I, and the N. And then we tried shock, and sadly shock, it was a shock to not have any words or any letters revealed there. But honestly, by doing so, it also tells us what we do have technically, because it's, process of elimination. There's only 26 letters, so shock. And then I tried kind of rearranging the letters a little bit, and I saw ing, so I wondered if it was an ing word, so I tried being, and it was not. It was not at all being. And then I started sort of rearranging letters, and I sort of made a mistake, but it sort of helped. I was putting letters together, and I hit enter, and I was like, why did I just do that? Because sometimes if it's not a word, it will say, sorry, that's not a word. But if it is a word, and this one apparently was a word, piety? Oh, is it really piety? Oh, yeah, someone that's pious, piety. That's so fun. Like how I would say pita, and you might say peta, pita, yeah. For my gyro that I had today. All right, so imid. I still don't know how to pronounce that, but apparently it's a word. It's some biological strain of something, which gave us the I, and then the other I, right, is still there somewhere, right? If it tells you that one is correct and the other's correct, it will light up both. So, I tried, the D can't go here, D can't go here. Where does the D go? It's got to be in the middle. Well, I guess we know for a fact that the D went in the middle by the end, right? And the N couldn't go in the third or the fourth slot, so it had to go in the second. So I-N-D and then I-E, Indy. My youngest daughter actually has a friend named Indy. That's cool. Spelled a little different. I think it's I-N-D-I. Maybe it's just a Y. I don't remember. It's not I-E. I remember that's not it. Cool. And then the Strands was fun today. Strands had everything to do with things that sting. Ouch. Things that sting. So a jellyfish will will sting you. A scorpion will sting you. Hornets, bumblebee, and apparently a platypus. And then, of course, the spangram in the middle, the yellow, is stingers. And this one threw me for one because I had no idea that a platypus had a stinger, but apparently it does. So if we switch over here and you can see real quick, apparently it has a big ol' stinger. It has a scary little stinger on the bottom that I want no part in. I don't want to get stung. It says the male has a stinger. If it feels attacked, if it feels threatened, then it will sting you. That doesn't sound great. Okay, and then let's see. We got So that was the Strands, and we did just fine on that one. Okay, and then the next one was letterboxed. Love doing the letterboxed. It's kind of one of those mind benders. So we did quintal or quintal. It's a unit of measurement, but in my heart, it's the space around your house, like your front yard, backyard kind of area. But usually in Brazil, it's not a yard like grass. It's most likely tile, and you have a barbecue in your back quintal behind your house. And the L led us to lashings. At first just lashing, and then I was having a hard time coming up with G words, so then I added the S on the end. And then from the S, we found slap. I was trying to get rid of the P and the Y, and I couldn't think of a word that had both. I did come up with a really good word, gypsy, but I can't use PS in the same section, so I was a little frustrated by that. But that's okay. We split it up into two smaller words, and that was okay. Nice. Awesome. Well, this Yeah, pious, pious. That's so interesting. Yeah, this was a great, really great stream. I'm not on at this time all the time. Some days I'm on earlier, some days I'm on later. I do work, right? So I have to go to work first, but a lot of times I will do the stream just as soon as I get home, because that's kind of my time too. It's my chance to get something done and have some fun. It's good to unwind after a long day. So this is my version of unwinding. This has been a great stream. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for the chat. We've had a good conversation, and across the pond even, right? It's good to sort of, see other people's perspectives and get insight from someone that doesn't live the exact same life you do, right? I like to say gravity pulls us in different directions. But that's what makes the world go round, right? The world's a lot smaller than we think. So anyway, thanks for a great stream. Thanks for doing puzzles with me. And I'll catch you on the next one. See ya.